Hi everyone, and welcome to another First Chapter Friday. My name is Fernanda, and today we'll be reading a book called Forsooth. This book was written by Jimmy Matejek-Morris. This is a good book for those that are in 7th through 9th grade. A little bit about the book. It's about a 13-year-old boy named Calvin who decides with a group of friends that they want to make a movie and they want to do a play and something that has a little bit of like that essence of like drama and theater. But things aren't going according to plan for him. He keeps getting stuck on a word during the act, and that word is actually the title of the book. He has to overcome some challenges and all the mistakes that he's making, and it's an interesting book to read and see how he develops during the story. All right, so we'll be reading the first chapter. Okay, so you're standing on the stage, right? Surrounded by these cardboard cobblestone houses. Everyone's staring at you. But it's not because you're the dreamy prince with the loose black curls and gap-toothed grin that makes all the 7th grade drama maidens swoon. That's Noah. It's because you're holding this glass shoe in your hand and you know the one, and I guess that's why you're called the footman, except instead of a glass heel, it's this silver slipper that Maya's mother spent hours hot gluing sequins all over. They glisten in the spotlight. Surely, Jonah says with a dramatic flip of the head, there must be another eligible foot from whose this shoe came. Forsooth, you whisper. That's not the project for the folks in the back voice that Miss H insisted you use because she could only afford to rent microphones for the leads. You scan the sea of heads. Your parents are out there somewhere, and your snooty sister Sarah, and probably a few talent scouts if they heard anything about Jonah's swoopy hair or Kennedy's gorgeous voice. Speaking of your best friend, Kennedy glides onto the stage. There's a collective swoon, as if the audience somehow didn't expect she'd be back from the final scene. Even without the sparkling purple ball gown, she's stunning. A strategic reddish-brown curl dangles along the side of her freckled face, perfectly hiding the rental microphone taped to her cheek. You can tell she's a good actress because you'd never know this timid peasant has over 5,000 Instagram followers. If you please, sir, she softly implores. God bless technology reserved for the leads, even though her whispered voice trembled. Everyone can hear. Forsooth, you shout out, as you realize people in the back row might have missed the pivotal line that called for her onto the stage. Kennedy jumps. Whoops, too loud. Somebody in the audience snickers, and you can bet it's Sarah. Sisters. You sneer into the crowd, but all you can see are the faceless heads, hundreds of heads, times 2 equals thousands of eyes, and they are all looking at you. You gulp. Do the lights feel hotter than they did during dress rehearsal? A string of sweat drips down your forehead, answering your question. You wipe it away with the hand that's still gripping the silver slipper. The shoe thunks against your head. What does Forsooth even mean? And why can't you remember what comes next? And couldn't they have sprung for an extra microphone? And seriously, why are these lights like 1,000,000 flippin' degrees? Your hand is soggy. Mia scolds at you from one side, her eyes sending death rays. Who knows whether this is because she's playing the wicked stepmother and she's supposed to look mad, or because the heat of the spotlight is melting the glue that her mother worked so hard on, and there are glittery sequins sticking to your soaked palms. Little black spots dance before your eyes, and the room starts spinning. You take 2 steps back and find yourself stumbling into Jonah. He catches you, his warm brown arm reaching around from behind and squeezing your chest. You can feel his heart thumping against your back. Your second best friend has got you, literally. "You can do this," he whispers. "And curse you technology set aside for leads." His private encounter arrangement is blasted throughout the auditorium. It almost doesn't matter. For one brief second, you feel safe in his arms, until he pushes you upright and the dark spots return. You force out whatever words you think make sense. "I have foundeth another lady." And you take a few shaky steps towards Kennedy. She smiles, but you can tell it's only a lips smile. Her wicked green eyes are terrified. Wicked, the musical, obviously, but is that a hint of anger mixed in too? "You're ruining everything, you fool, but you can save this, and you have to, for Kennedy." Like a pro, she lifts the hem of her patchwork dress, kicks off her slipper, and extends her leg in your direction. She's doing everything for you. Put the slipper on her foot, but you can't stop talking. "And looketh," you exclaim, using your back-of-the-room voice. "She has the same feet as that cleaner woman you danced with at the ball. Face looks familiar too." "Just put the shoe on her, Calvin," the prince commands. "Forsooth, your majesty," you say, stepping away from Jonah. You spin towards Kennedy, but the room is spinning even quicker. Why won't everyone stop laughing? Mia storms forward, arms out, trying to steal the shoe. No doubt. You squeal. That's when you notice the blinking red light way in the back of the room, because of course this is the night they decided to film the show. You swear you can make out the smug grin of the camera person, and that's the last thing you see as it all becomes too much with the lights and the laughter and the sweat and the sequins that are stuck to your fingers. "It fits," you exclaim as the room fades to black and you fall off the stage. All right, so that was the end of the first chapter in the book. I hope it caught your attention. It's a really good book. It's a great read. Again, it's for students in around 7th to 9th grade reading levels. So yeah, if you're interested in checking out this book, feel free to stop by any of the 3 libraries, put it on hold. Yeah, until next time for another First Chapter Friday. Bye.